Surprise, nigga! What's good? This is the Unprofessional Opinions Podcast. My name is AJ. Sitting across from me, my main man, 100 grand. JC, how are you?
Well.
You don't sound well at all. The way you said that.
Well, man. Yeah,
Word? Are you actually well?
I haven't been.
You know we got cover right now, right?
I do know
you
that. I'm excited.
Earlier this week. This shit made me mad as fuck. How we gonna do all this hollering for this cover art? This nigga not gonna even respond when we get it. Did you like it?
I mean, look, I haven't had much to say lately.
Oh, I feel you.
But I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say today, though.
Okay. Well say something on that cover art. Do you like it?
That's how I like it.
Okay.
I told you I liked what we talked the other day.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did.
Unprofessional Opinion, episode number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Almost in double digits, man.
Almost.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Took a week off. My man's went back up to DC.
Mm-hmm.
Had him having a good time with his little lady friends.
How long was you talking about?
Or lady friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Out there on his Justin Timberlake swag this weekend, Man in the Woods.
Cry me. Oh. That's a cry you remember?
No, that's what the weather's doing right
Bringing
now.
sexy back?
Nah, Man in the Woods.
The cabin trip was cool. Very peaceful. Relaxed. Even though we were drinking and smoking the whole time. But it wasn't like too hyped up or nothing. It was just a good, solid getaway. To get out somewhere and just chill out. That was dope. I really enjoyed that.
People should take one of those a year.
I would say even more. You just need to take some time to just get away and just let your mind do what it needs to do without the influence of the rest of the craziness of the world.
I mean, I do it once a week, so
get somewhere where ain't no Wi-Fi, no electronics, just did a few hours, just you, or maybe a few days. Maybe take a journal, or I had one of my friends up there. He brought his art book because he draws, so he was just up there drawing.
And drinking and smoking.
Yeah, I unfortunately forgot my my songbook, so, but yeah.
Yeah, man.
Got some dope ideas from that.
It's kind of like the calm before the storm, because I feel like this is going to be the most controversial episode that we have had so far.
Word.
Just so you know.
This doesn't sound good.
Yep. So what do? Unprofessional opinion. Make every kind of opinion except professional ones. Recap the stories of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Asterisk or between podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
We try to do once a week, but AJ likes to go places. I don't.
JC is not. So that prevents conflict. That prevents conflict.
We finna miss one next week because you going again. So we try to come once a week, but AJ just likes to disappear.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got sports, we got politics, we got music, we got business stuff. But I want to start with us.
Right in.
I want to start with us.
What else? You finna give me some bars?
I want to go ahead and do something just so I can cover my own behind here.
Okay. This does not sound good.
All right, because I just want to revisit. Actually, I only want to revisit one topic. I have 2 on here, but I only want to revisit one topic.
Okay.
So I want to talk to the dumb white women out there.
Oh.
Okay? Because I don't think I've made myself clear, and I'm going to take responsibility for this before this, might blow up or whatever.
Okay.
I have used the phrase dumb white women to describe women without a college degree. Uneducated women I have called dumb white women, right?
Okay.
But I just want to make something clear.
Okay.
Just to put the disclaimer out there. We're called Unprofessional Opinion for a reason.
Okay.
We are not a politically correct podcast.
Okay.
You want anything resembling political correctness, you go to my man AJ over here. When I start talking, don't expect it to be politically correct. So I did say dumb white women, and I said it a lot in a 2-episode span. Because you know that I go back and I listen to see what we can improve. And I said dumb white women a lot.
I mean, multiple times.
Multiple 100 times probably. Yeah. And I just want all of the dumb white women to rest assured that I'm not actually calling you dumb.
Okay.
I'm not calling you dumb white women because of your intelligence level. I can't discern that with people that I haven't met.
Okay.
I'm calling you dumb white women because it's a lot more easier to say than white women without a college degree. You see how many syllables that is?
I'm just trying to understand what has brought you to this wraparound, this turnaround.
No, I'm not turning around. I'm still going to mention them as dumb white women.
But
I just want all of the dumb white women to know that I'm not, just because you're a white woman without a college degree, I don't think you're dumb.
But why are we making this clear?
Why are we making this clear?
Yeah, what happened to make this?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Kevin Hart got dropped from hosting the Oscars this year because of a 2011 tweet that he used the fag word.
He was calling everything gay.
He called something he said somebody was a fat fag.
Yeah.
And people are getting him out of the paint. Now, one day you might host the Oscars.
Me?
Yes, I'm not going to host it.
Well, I don't call people faggots, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right, but you will be associated with this podcast.
Oh, well, okay.
And you might go down for something that I say.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
So I'm doing this to protect you. To understand that we are one entity as unprofessional opinion, UPO. You know? But we have two completely different philosophies. Yes, mine is the more controversial. Yes. So anytime some controversy happens, I want to be the one that gets the brunt of the controversy. Right. I want you to be clean.
You want me to be clean? Okay.
I want you to be. Okay. I will be impure so that you can be pure. All right.
Okay. I mean that is.
I mean, because I think this is dumb. First of all, what happens in 2011? Why does it not stay in 2011? Right? Because I mean, another situation happened last night. So, Kyler Murray from Oklahoma won the Heisman, and they brought up a tweet that he said when he was 15, calling somebody gay.
Yeah, see, I'm like really getting tired of this. It's a very fine line because on one end, we knew back then that we shouldn't have been calling everything but gay. Or faggots. I
didn't know about that. I thought it was perfectly fine.
Come on. You knew that was wrong. You knew that. Yes, you did. There's no fucking way that you did. I don't believe that in the slightest.
I don't. I mean, I watched the... Dude, I'm a Boondocks fan. Okay? What did Riley call everything?
Gay.
Right, so...
Gay.
Right. Even if it wasn't gay, he was just saying you gay. So, like, I never saw an issue with it. I mean, I don't. If I was gay, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Really, you wouldn't have an issue with someone calling you a faggot?
No.
Very interesting.
I mean, because, that's like somebody calling me a nigga. Like, on one hand, I would rather you not call. I have other names associated with myself than that, but I can't deny the fact that I'm a nigga. Like. I mean, if you call me a nigga because of the color of my skin, I'm not going to then become a white person. I'm still going to be black. So yes, I'm a nigga.
But you're talking about the denotation. There are connotations with these words, though.
I hear you.
Yeah. So.
But what I'm saying is the connotation is what I put on it. I don't care what anybody else puts on the word faggot. Like if I was gay and I'm living my truth. Being gay, like if somebody says you're a faggot, meaning that you're gay, I can't then become straight to stop people from calling me that.
Yeah.
Like when you...
But the difference is you could just call them gay instead of calling them a faggot. why can't you just call them gay?
I mean, some people want to expand their vocabulary.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Let's not sit here and act dumb. Like, we don't know the difference between connotations and denotations shit. I understand that you may be different, but
I'm not saying you're being dumb, but I'm saying, like, I can't still control what somebody else decides to call me because of my orientation, skin, gender, whatever.
Yes, and I understand.
So then,
but what I'm saying is you shouldn't be fucking calling nobody a faggot.
But if you do, then that happens. Like, you can't go back in time and make it unhappen.
Right.
So then it becomes to, how do you respond to somebody calling you a faggot?
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
There's two sides to it. Right, I'm talking about the aggressive side.
But there's a third side to it. Why did Kevin Hart put that on Twitter? I mean,
you knew somebody would see it.
But why would you want somebody to see that?
Because at the time, you got people who actually thought that hearing and reading shit like that was funny.
Right, but what I'm saying is, we're talking about Kevin Hart here. We're not talking about somebody trying to get their name up. We're talking about Kevin Hart. This is after Grown Little Man.
This
right?
was
2010, 2011.
This
Kevin
was
Hart
still
was already.
But he was saying this. He was still saying this stuff until he got.
No, but I'm talking about. He has a name now.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart has He's not doing this to be funny to get followers. He already has it at this point.
Now.
No, I'm talking about 2010. He had it because that was after Grown Little Man. That was after Say It With Your Chest. After everybody started saying with your chest, he took off after Grown Little Man.
I'm unsure of the timeline, so I just got to take.
No, I'm telling you.
Okay. Honestly, I really don't know.
I prepared for the show,
but like on one side, yeah.
Let's see because Grown Little Man came out in 2009, February 2009, early 2009. So Kevin Hart was already a star.
Next big one.
It was the one he did in Cleveland.
Because that one was bigger than the
right. But I'm saying when this tweet happened, he was already a star. People knew who Kevin Hart was.
Oh.
So he's not. So I'm saying he's not doing this to say something crazy so that people follow him. He's already got that. So why would
I don't think that's necessarily the case because you always want a bigger fan base.
Right, but I'm saying how does that get Kevin Hart at that moment a bigger fan base? It doesn't.
Honestly, I don't know.
It doesn't. So that's what I'm saying. Why did Kevin Hart even put that on Twitter? Nobody wants to come at that. But we will.
But like I was saying before we got sidetracked with that.
Who they gonna get to host the Oscars?
I don't know.
Who would you get?
Let me get back. We'll get back to that point. But
okay.
Let me think about that. But like on one hand, yeah, like he was a grown man at that time. He should have known like that's not something that you need to be doing, especially on fucking Twitter. Yep. Yeah, you're hilarious. But on the other hand, I kind of hate how nowadays it's like anytime you become anywhere near successful, someone's always gonna go back to fucking something you said on Twitter or Facebook like 10 years ago. It doesn't allow for people to actually grow and become better. Like we all got fuck ups, especially when social media first came out. Everybody was on that bitch wilding. So it's like it's a very gray area because it's like yeah, he was growing, he shouldn't have been doing that, but I kind of agree with him when he says like people learn and people grow and whatnot. Now, my other thing was the Grammys told him to apologize. Not the Grammys. The Oscars told him to apologize, and he said he already apologized and he wasn't going to again, which is why they got rid of him. I don't understand why. Like, just if you already apologized, what's the point of just saying, "Look, I fucked up. My bad. Let's keep it pushing."
Because it's principles. It's principles to that. I completely understand. I wouldn't apologize either. Like, I mean, that because he's a comedian. Mm-hmm. So, like, you have to understand his line of work. His line of work, 75% of his job is to piss other people off. Mm-hmm. So, why would I apologize for doing what got me here? Like, that's what got him here.
But the issue was he already apologized for it before. So, if you already apologized for it, why not? What's the point of giving up that opportunity?
He's a man. He's 40.
What's the point of giving up that opportunity?
You get that. No, I hear what you're saying.
Opportunity if you've already
But then
giving up your principles
okay,
to apologize.
Okay, but
like,
this is what I'm saying. So if he apologized, would you think that was sincere? If he already said, my bad. If it's not sincere, then he gonna get more flack for that.
Well,
so
one, for me, I didn't really care
but
about
would
this
you think
problem.
it was sincere? If you just read it, if he just came out and had a vanilla apology for what he did, would you think it was sincere?
Saying that he already apologized for it, I wouldn't bat an eye on it because he had already apologized
Right,
for
but
that.
would you think it was sincere? That's what I'm asking. If he came out today and said, I'm sorry, would you say, you know what, he really meant that?
Given the fact that he hasn't been doing it since then, I would say, yeah, he's grown. He realized he was wrong and he stopped doing it. And then this came out
and
and
it's
it's
just
just
breaking
like,
news right now that Kevin Hart apologized. You would say, yes, that is sincere. He truly means that.
yeah, because he'd already apologized for it.
Right, so
and he's not doing it now.
Why would the second apology be sincere if the first apology was already sincere? If I apologize for something one time and it's sincere, why would I apologize for it again? That means it's not going to be sincere by definition of a second apology.
Okay, cool. And then it still goes back to my question: Why would you give him the opportunity? Just say sorry. Like, what's the point of not saying sorry?
Because if I'm gonna do something, he's probably a person that says what he means and means what he says. So if he's not gonna mean it, then why do it?
I mean, well, did he mean all the shit that he was saying back in 2011?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know Kevin Hart personally. But I would have to read his first apology. If he said, back in the day I was I mean, and now I understand. And now I understand that it's that.
I was wilding.
I was wilding, and
right.
I apologize if I offended anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's sincere. If he says I shouldn't have said that, that's probably not sincere because you're a comedian.
Okay.
Gay jokes was in 2010. Like let's stop acting like gay jokes wasn't ever popular for comedians.
Mm-hmm.
You don't apologize. As a comedian, I should never expect a comedian to apologize for anything he said. Now we can talk about Kevin Hart. That's another discussion. Because the luster on Kevin Hart is worn off to me.
It definitely has, for sure.
Because
that last special was not that great, to be honest. But that's neither here nor there.
I've always been a Cat Williams fan anyway.
Of course, writer.
I don't care about what you can read. That was funny. Let's stay in Philly though.
What happened in Philly?
Meek's back.
His product was hard.
And he's winning championships.
His product was hard, even though Philly is not winning the championship this year.
No, but he said he thinks he's won a championship.
Yeah.
Well, you put that on there, so you go ahead.
You listen to it?
I listen to most of it. Enough to have an opinion on it.
I really, really, really like this project, to be honest. This might be...
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
I mean, because I've listened to most of Meek's shit. I really, really love this project. This might be... I think this might be one of my favorites of his, for sure. Like, just because I enjoyed the content of everything he was talking about in the album, from going to jail, learn from your mistakes, what he was going through mentally during that time period, about how he was going between hating himself and hating other black folks and hating the system and all this other shit. There's a lot happening in that album. I really, really enjoyed it, to be completely honest. I would definitely say it was one of my favorites.
I mean, that must have been the second half of the album I ain't listened to, because I ain't get none of that.
You didn't get none of that in there.
No, I didn't get. I mean, I didn't get a whole lot of what you just said.
No.
But I didn't listen to the whole thing, so I can only give you what I listened to.
What did you listen to?
Like the first half, maybe 60% of the album.
Okay.
So I mean, obviously.
What did you get from it? Because that's definitely a lot of what I got. I mean, it was definitely some other shit on there.
No, I mean, it sound to me it just sounded like a nigga that just got out of jail. Like that. Like, there was the song on there with Ross and Hove. Mm-hmm. And Hove did what Hove did. First of all, you go over a Biggie.
Hove went off on that one.
You go over a Biggie sample. Hove is going wipe blood off the walls with that.
I believe that's in contention for verse of the year right there, for sure.
It won't win.
I mean, I
It
just
won't
said,
win, but
I just said it's in contention.
Ross did his thing on there.
Ross always
But
do
other than
his
that, I
thing.
mean, he had the one little, system record. But other than that, it was a whole lot of, man, I need to get around some women. Like, that's like, the first half of that album is like, I need to get my stuff back and get my women back. I think the song with Cardi B is horrible. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all.
No.
But I mean, yeah, like it's not the rapping was. I mean, I just, that's not my cup of content.
Cardi went off on that one. She did. She went off a little bit on that.
We'll get to Cardi.
I mean, but she went off on that.
No, I mean, I didn't say she didn't. I'm just saying we'll get to Cardi.
But you don't agree.
No, I didn't. I don't.
So she did go off.
I don't disagree.
So she went off. Yes or no?
I mean, I had to listen to it again. I mean, I don't like off rip. I wasn't like, ooh, Cardi killed that. I was just like, okay, Cardi did what she did. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's Meek. Like, I didn't see a ton of growth from Meek, but I don't expect Meek to grow.
Okay.
Like I think Meek is comfortable in who he is as a rapper, and he does what he does. I mean, I just like anytime I hear somebody that's really rapping, like I'm cool with it. So Meek can rap. Meek was rapping. I'm cool with it. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about these Grammy nominations.
Well,
because I'm not watching the Grammys this year. I see you put on here predictions.
I don't think I've ever watched the Grammys like straight up.
I mean, I watched for the performances.
Yeah.
When Kendrick did the performance, I was like, I gotta watch that.
That was fire too.
You got predictions on here. I mean, we can make predictions. I don't really, because I'm about to go off on because the Grammy nomination here is garbage.
Okay.
All of them.
Well,
trash.
Let's. I'm listening. Let's do it.
I mean, let's go ahead and start. Why in the world does Cardi B have 5 Grammy nominations? For what?
Because Invasion of Privacy was a big album this year.
Yeah. When you start doing album of the year,
it was definitely not album of the year.
Was it top 5?
No.
There's 5 of them that get nominated. Exactly. Nah.
Album of the year is...
No, not out. Is it album of the year or is it rap album of the year? If she got nominated for album of the year, then the Grammys is...
Yeah, she's definitely an album of the year. It's By the Way, I Forgive You by Brandy Carlisle, Scorpion by Drake, Her by Her, Beer Bong and Bitleys. Beer Bongs and Bitleys.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Her got nominated for album of the year?
Yeah. That's why I was so interested earlier.
No, sir.
No. Beer Bongs and Bentleys, Post Malone, Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe, Golden Hour, Casey Musgraves, and the Black Panther album. And then Invasion of Privacy.
I mean, that's just...
I don't understand how KOD is not on here.
Because... are you really watching if KOD's on there? I mean, nobody... J. Cole's too quiet. He's the Kawhi Leonard of rap. Like, he's too quiet to... He's not going to get eyeballs to watch
insanely good.
He's not going to watch... You're not going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
If J. Cole's there. Like, the Black Panther album shouldn't be on there. It's a good album, but an album of the year? Come on now. You're trying to get black people to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get Kendrick there so black people will watch. Like, I know the game.
I mean, it is, 5 R&B albums on here.
I mean, her
shouldn't
even be nominated for album of the year.
Yeah, that album...
First of all, that's not even an album. That's 2 EPs.
Combined with, 2 extra songs.
and the 2 extra songs, nah. But they trying to get black people to listen.
Then we got Scorpion, which was...
Shouldn't win.
To me, was more of a playlist than... what was the...
More Life?
Yeah, that was way... It was... Scorpion was way more of a playlist type joint than More Life was. Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
But that gets Drake there, though.
Right. Beer Bongs and Bentleys. I ain't listening to that.
I've never heard of Post Malone.
I mean,
I've heard of him, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've never heard a Post Malone song.
Dirty Computer was actually a very, very good album by Janelle Monáe.
That's my pick to win.
That was the only one. That's the best album on here.
That's the only one that I was like, okay, that is an album of the year worthy album.
Mm-hmm.
All of the other ones was like, nah.
Then we can go into record of the year.
And Cardi's on that too.
I Like It by Cardi. The Joke by Brandy Carlisle. This Is America, Childish Gambino. God's Plan, Drake. Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. All the
That's
Stars.
gonna win.
All the Stars, Kendrick and SZA. Rockstar, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. In the middle, featuring the Zed, Maren Morris, and Gray.
God, that's close now because the middle, it's catchy. It's catchy.
I haven't heard that song.
Yes, you have. You couldn't have not heard that song.
Hold on. Let me. I'm finna. Hopefully we don't get.
No, that hey, I ain't gonna lie that. I mean, real
The
talk
middle
though,
is
that was
hard.
another artist that would win. It's only because nobody knows who this lady is.
Who, Maren Morris?
Yeah, because she was like the fourth person that song was pitched to.
Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead.
What's the worst part about painting?
Yeah, that's not it.
Well, this is an ad.
Oh,
Okay, let's see.
you
Hold
don't
on.
have YouTube Premium like I do.
Hey, I don't, cause I
Yeah,
don't need
want
it.
to pay $15 a month.
I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Just say you don't need it. But no, anyway, I mean, like you've heard that.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Yes.
It's catchy.
Shit. Okay.
That's a dark horse.
Okay.
That might win it, but God's Plan's gonna win it.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I would. I mean, on
That's
this
easy.
list, I would choose me personally, All the Stars, but God's
Yeah,
Plan more
they
than likely.
they rarely ever choose the best song on the list.
Either All the Stars or This Is America.
This America has no shot of winning.
I think This Is America will probably win Best Music Video of the Year.
I mean, I don't respect the I don't respect the Grammy Award for that. You know what I'm
For
saying?
music videos?
Yeah.
What?
Like, you get what I'm
You
saying?
would take what, the Video Music Awards?
Right. Like,
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Like if you're gonna get a music video award, I'm not getting a Grammy for that
Okay. All right. Song of the Year.
because that's somehow different than record of the year.
I mean, somehow. There's All the Stars, Booed Up, LMA, God's Plan, In My Blood, Shawn Mendes, my bad. The Joke Again, The Middle, Shallow, and This Is America.
I told you, watch out for the middle.
That song was hard. I can't lie. That song is hard.
It's a banger.
Hmm.
You gotta watch out for that one. That might win one of those two.
Hmm.
Also, going back to record of the year, don't sleep on the Gaga song either,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently she did her thing in that movie.
Okay. I used to sleep on the middle of the best new artist. We got Chloe by Halle, Luke Combs, Greta Van Fleet, Her, Dua Lipa, Margot Price, BB Rexa, and Georgia Smith.
Yeah, Georgia Smith. I don't even know why she.
I think her is on there.
If I were her, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
If I was Georgia Smith, I wouldn't attend.
I think her.
Yeah,
her
no,
probably
yeah.
got that. I'm just confused as to how Daniel Caesar did get on that list. Or, yeah, I'm confused as to how Floridian wasn't nominated. But I mean, we could go
I mean,
check
me
out.
too, but you're a Freudian stan though. You've hit stan level with that album.
I mean, yeah,
You've hit stan level with that album.
yeah, because it's
All right,
an
so
amazing
you
album.
Bias. I mean, just
No, but
you
I
gonna
don't
take- It's your bias. Just that's
Right. But if we're being technical, I mean, the Her album isn't an album.
Oh, wait. Chloe by Halle is dope.
They are. They're fire.
They're dope.
Chloe
So,
by Halle is super fire.
if I had to pick, that's who I'm voting for. But her's gonna win that
Okay.
pretty easily.
Best R&B performance. Are we going this far as R&B and rap?
Yeah, we
can
can
go
do
R&B
R&B
and
and
rap.
rap.
All right.
Cool.
Best R&B performance. As long as I
We
live.
can do pop too. We can do pop too.
Okay. Long as I live. Tony Braxton, Summer, The Carters. Y.O.Y. by Layla Hathaway. Best Part, Her featuring Daniel Caesar, and First Began, P.J. Morton.
I already know who you're gonna pick.
Yeah, but that was Daniel's. It came out on his album first.
Daniel C's not getting no credit for this.
I
though.
don't appreciate it.
I told you they trying to get her out there, boy. What you talking about?
But yeah, it'll probably be.
I think it's funny how they nominated the Carters.
And
I mean, because remember
in
Jay-Z
general?
went like 0 for 9 last year, and he came and he's like, I'm finna win one of these. They said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why they nominate them. They ain't gonna. They'll never be at a Grammy ceremony ever again.
Best traditional R&B performance.
Okay.
Bet Ain't Worth the Hand. Leon Bridges. Don't Fall Apart on Me Tonight. Is it Betty LaVette? Okay. Honest by Major. How Deep Is Your Love? PJ Morton featuring Yebba. And Made for Love. Charlie Wilson featuring Layla Hathaway.
Look at Charlie. What? Uncle Charlie.
I think Leon's probably taking that.
Leon Bridges is dope.
Leon Bridges is probably taking that.
He's dope.
He's fire. Super fire. Super hot fire. All right. Best R&B song.
Okay.
Booed Up. LMA. Come Through and Chill. Miguel featuring J. Cole and Salam Remy. Feels Like Summer. Childish Gambino. Focus. Her. Long As I Live. Tony Braxton.
Her is probably gonna win it, but who should win it? Anything with J. Cole on it should win a Grammy.
Come Through and Chill. There we go.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Best Urban Contemporary Album. Everything Is Love. The Carters. The Kids Are All Right.
What does that mean? Urban contemporary.
Oh no.
Why people come up with really weird ways to say nigga?
The Kids Are All Right. Chloe by Halle.
They not winning that.
Chris Dave and the Drumheads by Chris Dave and the Drumheads.
The old self-titled album.
Ward
I like it.
Leisure by Miguel and Ventriloquism by Michelle
Yeah, she ain't gonna win. Don't matter.
Degicello.
Nah, it don't matter who she is. She not gonna win. I mean, the Carter's not gonna win. Who else is on there?
Miguel. I think Miguel could get that.
No, Chloe by Halle was on there.
Mm-hmm.
They might win that. I got Chloe by Halle.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm rolling with.
Best R&B album. Sex and Cigarettes. Tony Braxton.
What is Tony Braxton?
I don't know.
Then what?
Good thing. Leon Bridges. Honestly. Layla Hathaway. Her. Gumbo Unplugged. PJ Morton. Probably be her.
Yeah, because if she don't win none of the big, if she doesn't win any of the big ones, if she don't win album of the year, she's probably gonna win best R&B album.
Mm.
Even though Leon Bridges probably had the best R&B album.
Straight up. All right, rap.
Yeah, let's go. Cause I got words for these people.
Best rap performance.
Let's go.
Be Careful. Cardi B. Nice for What? Drake. King's Dead. Kendrick. J Rock. Future. James Blake. Bubbling. Anderson .Paak. Sicko Mode. Travis Scott. Drake. Big Hawk. And Sway Lee.
Yeah, so if Travis Scott wins a Grammy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a really hard time listening to rap. That's just
Astroworld was a great album, though. Astroworld was a great album.
no.
It was.
It was not.
It was.
It was not.
It was.
Look, I've already had this argument with people that I work with that are huge Travis Scott fans.
Great. We don't have to have the argument. Just-
No, I'm not having an argument, but I'm just. Are we all in agreement that Travis Scott is a rapper?
Now that I don't know, honestly.
So we don't know.
I don't know,
But
me personally.
everything that
all
he's
I've
done
said
has
is
been-
that it's just a bit. It was a
Right,
great
but I'm
album.
just asking if he's a rapper or not.
What would you classify him as?
I don't listen to Travis Scott. I'm asking the people who do. I mean, is it rapper? Is it not? That's all I need to know.
I guess we'd say it was rap.
So again, because I think I'm in the way minority here.
Mm-hmm.
That when I listen to a rap album, the first thing I think about is, can the person that is rapping, can he rap?
Mm-hmm.
Travis Scott cannot rap.
Okay.
Travis Scott is a creative force.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me clearly. Like
Okay.
creativity, Travis Scott is elite. That's why I think a lot of people get me messed up when they say I hate on Travis Scott.
Okay.
I think Travis Scott creativity wise, producer wise, all that is great. He can't rap. So like if I'm listening to a rap album by a rapper who can't rap, I can't say it's a good album.
Okay.
So am I
No.
am I justified in saying that?
Yeah.
Given my credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're good. So best rap performance, I don't think Travis Scott should win.
I would say King's Dead should win.
I'm rooting for J Rock to win everything.
Yeah.
If y'all not gonna put J Cole on there, J Rock's got to win everything this year in rap.
But
So I'm rooting for King's Dead. But all that being said,
I think Nice for What's probably gonna win.
it's the wrong song they should do. Because that's one with the Lauryn Hill sample.
Yeah.
Right. Lauryn Hill should come up there and slap the taste out of Drake's mouth if he win.
Best rap / sung performance.
Mm-hmm.
Like I Do, Christina Aguilera featuring Gold Link.
That was a fire song, by the way.
It was. Pretty Little Fears, Black featuring J. Cole. This Is America, Childish Gambino, All the Stars, Kendrick and SZA, Rockstar, Post Malone, and 21 Savage.
I mean, I never heard
All the
Rockstar.
Stars. All the Stars is what it is for me. That's my pick.
Yeah, but see, you keep picking which one is the best song.
Oh.
That's where you messing up. You gotta pick the one that's gonna win. Pretty Little Liars might win.
Pretty Little Fears.
Or whatever. Did I say Pretty Little Liars?
You did.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you got Pretty Little Fears?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you anything with J. Cole on is getting my vote.
Best rap song.
Mm-hmm.
God's Plan, Drake, King's Dead, Kendrick, J-Rock featuring James Blake, Lucky You, M featuring Joyner Lucas, Sicko Mode, Travis Scott, Drake, Big Hawk, and Sway Lee, and Win, J-Rock.
Oh, you already know.
Win. I'm definitely going with Win.
But it's interesting that they put Eminem on there. I don't know why they would nominate Eminem for a Grammy. Because I'm looking at it from, I mean, you send out the nominations to get eyeballs to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem not coming to the Grammys.
True.
Like, I don't know why you would even put that on. Like, he has no shot of winning. You know, we're just talking about best rap.
Mm-hmm.
That wins by a landslide.
Good. All right. Best rap album.
Best rap album. Let's go ahead. This way,
Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B.
Controversy right here.
Swimming, Mac Miller. Victory Lap, Nipsey Hussle. Daytona, Pusha T. Astroworld, Travis Scott.
What in the world? What is this list?
Yeah. KOD should definitely be on there. J-Rock should definitely be on there. Or did J-Rock's...
No, J-Rock. Redemption should be on there.
I'm saying, did it come out before the
cutoff date
closed?
was September 28th.
Okay, so J-Rock should be on there.
Where is Royce the 5'9's album?
I forgot that he dropped the project.
Exactly. But let's go ahead and let's cut through all the noise here and let's get to the meat of this. Matt Miller's only getting a Grammy nomination because he's dead.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and let's stop the fables here.
Okay.
Only reason he's even on this list. He's probably going to win the Grammy.
I can see that. For viewership, I can totally see that.
Right? The Mac Miller tribute. What are we tributing?
Sonically, Astroworld is the best project on there.
Right, but it's best rap album.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, somebody's got to tell me where Travis Scott is actually rap. Like, I hear all that about sonically Travis Scott. Somebody give me a really good Travis Scott bar. One.
So based off this list, they
you just go scoop past the freshman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And why is Cardi B might win it? Cardi B might have the best album on the list. That's crazy.
No, she's not. She should have the best album on this list. Daytona's on here. And Astroworld. Those are both better than Invasion of Privacy.
They're not. Okay.
But
You
better.
got me.
They
You
are
swatted.
better.
Good. They are better.
But
you're right.
But Invasion probably might end up winning.
First of all, Pusha T's album was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pusha T album doesn't deserve to be nominated. It's a good album. I love Pusha T.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've learned so many ways on how to sell cocaine. Listen to Pusha T. I'd never get caught by the police.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, I need to talk to whoever decides who these albums are. I need criteria now. Because obviously, which one of these albums is actually a good album and that embodies the genre in which it was classified in is not one of the criteria. Because this is ridiculous.
It is hilarious. We ready for pop?
I mean, the fact that What? Go ahead.
Are we
Go ahead.
Are we go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get
No,
your
go
bars
ahead.
on. Get
Go
your
ahead.
bars on. No, say
I'm
it.
done because there's more Travis Scott stuff. I'm done talking about Travis Scott.
Okay. Best pop solo performance. This is gonna be you.
I mean, I was talking to a Travis Scott fan, and I was just like, "Yo, like you telling me all this stuff, but as a rapper, he's trash." And he was like, "Yeah, but it's good trash." And I said, "Okay, so if we can agree that it's trash, then I'm cool. I've always been cool. If somebody can say that it's good trash." And his retort was, "Yeah, but he making money."
It's not good. I mean, why is it trash?
No, because he can't rap.
That doesn't make it trash.
I'm sorry, but see, because you're not a rap historian like I am.
I understand where you're coming
from. A rap historian understands the purpose of what rap music means.
Mm-hmm.
Rap music will always be about what is being said. Mm-hmm. The beats, all of the sonic stuff is meant to enhance what is being said. If we talk about Travis Scott and you can't tell me that he's a rapper because you don't understand what he's saying, or what he's saying is not cool, is not dope, is not fire, his ability as a writer to write words and rhyme them in a way, then it's trash. That's not what rap is about.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, when the last time Travis Scott was somebody put a beat on and Travis Scott just put blood on the walls? Not never. And the thing is, it's not that because he doesn't have the ability to do that. It's because his pen game is horrible. You can improve a pen game. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z didn't become Jay-Z because he just woke up one day he could rap. Jay-Z was trash at one point. Tupac was trash. Biggie was trash. They was all at one point in their rap careers, they were horrible. And they kept writing. Okay. You know why? Because that's what the standard was. They said, nah, that's horrible. Go write. Y'all keep saying, oh nah, it's cool that what you saying is really horrible, but the vibe, the sonically is just amazing. And sonically you may be right. But I don't think Stevie Wonder. I think Stevie Wonder is the greatest artist to have ever lived. Mm-hmm. Artist. Mm-hmm. That's painters, film producers. Ain't nobody better than Stevie Wonder. Mm-hmm. Stevie Wonder couldn't save Astro World for me. He couldn't save it. And you know how much I have Stevie Wonder's entire discography, all 75 albums. I listen to every Stevie Wonder song out there. He could not save that album for me.
Honestly, because I do agree with that statement about him being the greatest artist ever. So,
I mean, he sees stuff that I can't even see, and he blind. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if Travis Scott can't rap, everything that he produces that y'all say is rap is trash. Unless he improves his pen. And it's not like he can't do it. Rick Ross did it. When Rick Ross came out, he was trash. He's a horrible rapper. Terrible.
Are we getting into pop or not?
I'm not done.
I'm okay with not getting into pop, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I have some bars about Ariana Grande.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that.
I mean, just go to whatever she's nominated in, so I can go ahead and just...
Okay.
And I can go ahead and just get...
But are you finished with those bars? Or you got some more?
No, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay,
pop.
Well...
Pop.
Best pop solo performance.
Mm-hmm.
Colors, Beck, Havana Live by Camila Cabello.
Yeah. The two L's are Y sound.
Silent. Yeah.
No, not silent. Y sound.
Y sound.
Because she's Spanish speaking.
Okay. God is a Woman, Ariana Grande. Joanne by Lady Gaga. And Better Now, Post Malone.
Okay, the Post Malone is rap and pop.
Apparently.
I'm cool with that. See, if they treated Travis Scott like that, I wouldn't have a problem. We being real.
Okay.
But let's just go ahead and lose a little bit more viewership that we haven't already lost.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Ariana Grande is gonna clean up
the pop.
She's gonna win every award.
Probably.
And I don't understand, because we've now been throwing Ariana Grande a pity party.
Because of Mac?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because you mean, like, she's like all types of Woman of the Year. Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
did we forget that when Matt Miller was doing his thing, perishing?
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird way to put it.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what?
That she was engaged to another man, getting ready to get married. Right? Did everybody forget that? Because I didn't.
Okay.
So Matt Miller dies.
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Grande breaks off her engagement, and we make Ariana Grande the victim. So we give her all these awards, all this press and whatever. And she had a good album, don't get me wrong. Like,
she did.
Like, she should win the Grammy for Pop Album of the Year because she had the Pop Album of the Year. But she's going to get some pity Grammys. I'm not with that.
Okay.
I'm not with that at all.
So you think she's going to win this?
I think she's going to clean up. I think she's going to go 100%. She's going to bat 1,000.
Okay.
Does she deserve all 4 of the Grammys she's going to win? No.
Okay.
I don't think God is a Woman was the best pop song of the year. I don't even think it was the best song on that album.
Okay.
Just do better, people.
Well, that's best pop duo and group performance. You want to go there?
No, I mean, I just want to talk about Ariana Grande. I don't care. I care less about pop music.
Oh, okay. Well, because she's also on the best pop vocal album.
I told you she's gonna win.
Yeah, Sweetener.
Yeah, Sweetener. She finna clean up.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for the Grammys.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I mean, that was my one quarrel was just how
Cardi B.
Nah, not even that, because I knew that she was going to be all over there because this year has just been gigantic for her. Outside of,
this 2018?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dog, come on now.
No, because her blow up year was the year before, right?
Mm-hmm. That's when she got on the scene with Bodak Yellow. But this year, she's been mad active. Like, she's kept it up. She's kept it up. So I knew that she was going to be nominated for a lot because she's kept it up so much.
But just think of what we're talking about here, though.
She's
5. No,
yeah,
she's got saying, 5 nominations. That's that's miseducation type.
We understand this. We understand this. We understand this. But the Grammys are no longer about the best music now. They're all about views at this point.
Right. So I mean, if we can all as a society admit that, then I'm cool. Like, okay. I just want to know what the standard is. That's the problem with what I don't understand about the world. Right. That's why I don't say much. Because I'm trying to figure out what it is that y'all want. Mm-hmm. And hold that question.
Okay.
Hold that one. We're going to come back to that one.
Okay.
What's next? Oh, the funniest story of the week to me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That should not be some funny shit.
No, it's real funny. So, so Palessi opened this week, right?
Palessi?
Yeah, it's a new high-end fashion store.
Yes.
In LA. And you have all of the fashion bloggers,
mm-hmm.
all these big-time people were going in.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, yo, these shoes is banging.
Showing off their high society shoes.
Oh, man, they said, man, I pay $600 for these shoes. They get to the counter, they dropped the $600.
Mm-hmm.
They said, oh, these are Payless shoes.
That shit is fucking hilarious. Got all you niggas out to pay. And Payless did it right. They did it right by giving them their money back.
That's why I don't like it.
That's
the only thing that this would have been the perfect story if Payless didn't give them their money back.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
Dog, why would you give them the money back? I understand that you were joking, nah, it's a joke. We got you, right? But I'm not giving all of it back. I got to keep some of that. Like, I got to pat myself on the back if I pay less. Like, that's a great marketing scheme right there. But I just that's a cautionary tale. All these people who want to be these highfalutin.
All this, right.
Highfalutin people. Oh yeah, this is what's hot right now.
Right.
In the
everybody chasing
game.
what's hot and what they think is gonna be that next shit or whatever the hell
Just to be
fucking around,
popular.
right.
They was like, oh yeah, these is new. Like, ain't nobody got these.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had Payless. Ain't nobody going to Payless to get those shoes.
Right. But I mean, that also goes back to some of our previous talks about what people associate value with.
Yep.
Like, they added that zero onto that shoe, and all of a sudden, this shit got to be super hot fire, even though it was made for 20 cents in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, it ain't got to be that it was made for 20 cents. It's that the actual retail price on those was $19.95, and you paying $5.50 for it.
Right.
What are you doing?
You paid $19.95, as in $1,995 for a $20 pair of shoes. That shit's crazy. That's a great team. I love that.
Right. Whoever came up with that, dog. I gotta contact them.
That's fucking fire.
That was crazy.
That just shows how gullible all of this vain shit is. It's just like,
exactly. I mean, it just shows how gullible people are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I bet you people was all on the gram. Like, look at these. Like, you ain't got these, boy.
Mm-hmm.
These, and
I bet all them shits got deleted
quickly.
Got those $30 pair of shoes for $6K.
But I mean, but at the same time though, they ended up winning because if they got some really good looking shoes that they thought was really good looking, they basically got them for free.
But here's the thing. When it comes to a lot of that shit, I don't think a lot of people just get the shit because they think it looks good. See, that's the difference between like, because you know I like to shop. The difference is I go and get things that I actually think look good. I'm not gonna go.
Nah, you a loyal. You loyal though. You have brand loyalty.
I have brand loyalty, but it's only because I know that their products look good.
Substance.
Yeah, like I'm loyal to the actual quality of the product. So like I go to Banana Republic because I know I could get this shit and it's gonna last me a very long time, very affordable, and it looks great. I'm not going to fucking Gianni Versace over there, just because it got the signature print on it. I'm not finna just go ball out on that. Like, if it doesn't look good to me, I'm not going to purchase it.
No, I mean, it's a status thing. I got to get me a Louis backpack. I got to get a Louis backpack. That's my one, like, vanity purchase. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a Louis backpack. Just
that and some headphones.
Headphones aren't vanity purchases to me. Headphones are necessities.
I feel it.
I need
all 17 pairs.
Every pair of headphones I have because I need them.
Right.
All right, so from designer shoes to designer babies. So, scientists in China has, and I guess I can say it, hatched the first genetically modified babies.
Ooh, this is stepping into very dangerous territory here.
The scientific community was
not okay with this.
But they weren't. It's not that they weren't okay. They weren't okay with the ethics of it. They weren't okay with that it was done in secrecy. The process of it, they wasn't messing with. But yeah, so there's these twin Chinese babies who will now never get AIDS. That's what the genetic modification was. They're immune to AIDS.
That's cool.
But that would be cool if you was like Magic Johnson or somebody.
Right.
But when your cancer risks go up tenfold.
Oh.
Yeah, this came with side effects. Like their risk of getting cancer is now higher. Way higher.
Right.
Because that's the first time it's ever been done. So.
Right. When it comes to anything that's fucking around with the genetics of things, you're always going to get into the scientific ethics of messing with the natural processes and natural ways of life or whatever type shit. That's great, but you could eventually get to the point where you can genetically modify embryos so that they can be like for sure healthy, like not like I can for sure not catch this or whatever the case. Like that's cool and all, But like, do we really want to do that?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I think that should be like a last case scenario anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like early in the pregnancy, like, oh, this baby finna be not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can
like
see
some
early
shit's finna
on,
go down.
right?
With this,
And
with
then
this
you
child.
go in there and you do that. But I'm not saying you're not doing this just to do it.
Right.
But here's where the ethics come into it. They couldn't, like, this scientist couldn't get it to work on animals 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you was doing it to animals and they was messing up.
Oh, this motherfucker might go to jail for this. Like, that is a human rights violation.
No,
like,
I mean,
seriously.
No, I mean, 'cause I think the parents consented. They said yes when they walked through the door.
Wow. I mean, but that's still a violation.
I mean, well, it's not like the babies have rights. I mean,
Well,
they can't.
But you can't test on humans. Like, that's the law. You have to test on animals first.
No, he tested on animals, but he
And failed.
didn't get it. I mean,
You're not supposed to move the human phase until you pass with animal phase.
I hear you, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But somewhere in this, I mean, this is the Chinese system. This is not America. This is in China.
Right.
So they're,
A little different. Okay. A little. Okay.
a little illegal.
By our standard, not by
right.
theirs.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like technology wasn't going that way. I mean, you can 3D print limbs.
Right.
Now, I mean, I don't understand what everybody's afraid. I want to die. What you trying to live forever?
Yeah, that's
y'all telling me that the climate change finna mess up everything. I don't want to be alive for that. Like
right. I'd much rather be on my way.
I'd much rather go to the upper room.
Right. Like, but
upper room.
I mean, that's just, I don't know. I feel like that, because then you're gonna start getting into, if we can figure out how to like get rid of things that are gonna be necessary to eradicate, like a major illness or disease or something like that, then I feel like eventually it's going to then shift to changing vain things like your child's height and your child's eye color and shit like that doesn't need to be changed.
Wait a minute. Now no. Because if I can guarantee that my baby gonna be 6'7", that's tempting. I'm not saying I would do it.
And I understand what
I'm saying. That's because, man, I can create LeBron James.
And I understand that. I hear what you're saying.
I will make Kobe Bryant.
I hear what you're saying wholeheartedly. That being said, what I'm saying does change. Like, there's a difference between the necessity.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that it's tempting.
Oh yeah, like that's where that gray area is going to come in. It's just like, okay, if we can get rid of these necessary things that need to be eradicated, what else can we edit? Can I just make my child 6'5", 250 with a full head of hair and blue eyes? Like,
nah, green. I gotta have Mikey
right.
Beasley eyes.
So that's what, like, that could open up an even bigger door for that, and even more, ethics issues. So
but
yeah,
see, you keep saying ethics. So where does the ethical thing come from? Because if the parents sign off on it,
well,
then like I don't see where you're talking ethics. Because I mean the parents of these babies that are now genetically modified, they gave the okay to the scientists to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean ethically, like right.
And I understand, because like this is a situation where that would be something that we would definitely want to eradicate, the chances of contracting AIDS or something like that.
I wouldn't want to eradicate that.
I mean, I would totally want to eradicate AIDS. I don't think that would be something we want to keep around.
I mean, that's asking for the impossible. I mean, people are still dying of the flu. You know how long the flu's been around?
Yeah, but you're not
gonna get rid of AIDS just because of genetic modification. You can't get rid of the flu. Like, people are gonna catch the flu.
Okay, great for nitpicking that. But
I'm just saying that you just said you want to eradicate a disease.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that's pretty much impossible.
I'm not talking. Well, okay.
That's exactly what you said. How am I nitpicking?
Okay.
Is that not what you said?
Okay, cool. So I understand that we want to do that in terms of eradicating that for this group of people, or eradicating the possibility of that with this group of people. That being said, it should only be used, like we said, for those dire situations where we're literally trying to get rid of a disease and not playing around with just genetics just to be playing around with it, i.e. changing heights and shit, like I just said. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all that I'm saying.
I mean, but you can't tell me that if you had a chance.
No.
If you had a chance to make your kid.
No. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't even think about doing it.
I mean, but I'm just saying, all of the times that you felt a certain way for being small,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a chance to not have your kid do that, not have your kid go through that, you wouldn't even think about it.
No.
You're a good man.
You're
a good man.
Not at all.
Because I think about it.
So, yeah.
Speaking of losing their souls, we gotta talk about Silicon Valley for a second.
I don't know what this is all you. I didn't
I mean,
know
no,
what you
it's
were
not,
talking about.
It's not all me, because what do we do at UPO? Unprofessional opinion. We ask the questions that nobody wants to ask. Nobody thinks about asking.
Okay.
I mean, when Silicon Valley first started, they said they were better than us. Right?
Uh-huh.
They had this idealism that, like, look, we are here in San Francisco, and y'all just leave us alone, and we just gonna start changing stuff in the world for the betterment of people. Right? Like, when you came to Silicon Valley, it was like, oh, I'm in the presence of,
okay,
them dudes, as we like to call them.
Okay.
And, they were a place where, like, the smartest minds came and they attempted to change the world. They were like, we ain't even worried about making no bread off of this. We just trying to change the world and make it better, using our minds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that still true today? Or was it ever true?
Explain further.
Well, I mean, we know. I mean, when you just think about the different sectors of the economy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to talk about GM later on,
Yep.
right? We know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money.
Okay.
All of this window dressing, look over here, what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They got people going behind and just pickpocketing everybody
Mm-hmm.
and bringing the money back to me, right?
Okay.
So if my right hand has something that may or may not change the world, but by the time you get through looking at this, my left hand is filled with your cash.
Mm-hmm.
We know what Walmart's trying to do.
Yeah.
They don't care about low prices. They want you to care about low prices. So we can sell you the great value stuff. Right? Stuff that costs 55 cents because it costs negative 3 cents to make.
Mm-hmm.
And we make heck margins.
Mm-hmm.
Is Silicon Valley the same way?
What makes you say this?
I mean, just take a Silicon Valley company, right? Facebook.
Okay. Facebook.
What was Facebook's ideal? We just want to connect everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to rig elections?
Okay.
Or do you want to just collect our data for the advertisers?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you have this platform now to give everybody a voice, connect everybody, connect the whole world, flatten the world out, Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have all of these situations where they just collecting all this data to give to the people that's paying them so that they can keep they lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now you have this idealism and commercialism kind of intermingling,
Right.
in a way that is now affecting us, the
Mm-hmm.
consumer.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
what I'm saying is, when Silicon Valley started, it wasn't always that. They didn't market themselves as that.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't trying to be that, but now it seems like they are.
I mean, I think like most of those companies that went out there, I mean, they started out trying to change the world. And
Did they sell out?
I mean, that's a very real question that you have to ask, because all I remember was when Facebook first came out, ads were not taking over by TL. There were not ads everywhere that I go from the same companies. And then I go to another website and that same ad is still there.
But were there haters everywhere you go?
Yeah. Like, so, I mean, it really just depends. Like, same thing.
That wasn't fired. Come on.
I mean,
Come on.
so you can say the same thing about Microsoft, about Apple, about.
I don't know if you can say the same thing about Microsoft.
How?
I don't think Microsoft is all the way immune, but I don't think Microsoft is as bad as everybody else.
Why? Because of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? Or?
No, I don't care. I don't care nothing about. I separate that. A lot of people don't.
Okay, so
But that is a question I have to ask too. But
so why aren't they as bad?
I don't think Microsoft, because Microsoft has always been like, I don't know if there are ads when I open up Word. I don't see ads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
like when I anything that I do that's Microsoft related, I don't see advertisements. When I open my Excel spreadsheets, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see ads
But
for headphones.
Their productivity apps are not the only thing that they have.
I know.
So,
But I'm saying that's their main seller. Like Facebook, what is their main seller? It's Facebook.
right.
Ads everywhere. Right? Google. Their main seller is Google. The search engine. Ads. Everywhere. Apple. It's their main seller. It's tough.
Well, I mean that has changed as of recent.
Right.
So
they still got ads everywhere.
right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
right.
Microsoft hasn't allowed it to affect their main products as much as everyone else. I guess I can say that.
Okay. But I think that's also because they're like literally the standard. Like,
right. I mean, that's
like,
why
ain't nobody, you not doing shit else, and you not finna type nothing up and nothing in anything but Microsoft Word.
I mean, no, I hear you.
You ain't finna create a slideshow and nothing but PowerPoint. And you ain't doing a spreadsheet and nothing but Excel. So, I mean, I guess they really haven't had to because they get in the bag regardless. You go get your Apple product and it's gonna have Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint on there. So
anything else that's Microsoft.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, it always depends. Like the Silicon Valley companies, they come in with that big idea, and they want to do these things to change the world. Like I'm pretty sure Mark Zuckerberg was like, yeah, we want to actually create a system where, we're connecting everybody. Starting at the college level. I mean, he didn't have ads when it was Hot or Not or whatever the hell it was back when he started it at Harvard. But I mean, as it got bigger and bigger and bigger, that dollar sign started creeping in, just like, hey, there's plenty of opportunity for us to make some money here. So let's go and pitch these ads to Mark Zuckerberg. And Zuck is like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, oh, look, we can also get more data for more ads and more money. And go pitch that. And he's just like, okay, cool. So it's just like, I guess in a nutshell, yeah, eventually they do sell out.
They sell out?
I feel
but then that leads to the other question, though.
Mm-hmm.
So do we separate the philanthropy that comes out of Silicon Valley from the companies themselves? I mean, you mentioned the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Like, that still has the quote-unquote idealism that maybe Microsoft was started with.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're saying that Microsoft is sold out. Obviously Bill Gates is not Microsoft anymore.
I guess you could say on the company side they sold out. Maybe not with the philanthropy efforts that they have. Because, I mean, most of the companies, when we think about it, if they have those philanthropy efforts, like, those are always going to be there. Like, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has been there for quite some time. And they always doing like some big shit to make sure that maybe they're sticking with what they originally saw their company being. So that a company that was going to actually create change for folks outside of being the standard for all things productivity wise. I don't know. I think you do have to change them because once you get money involved, then the game completely changes. We all know that.
But, I mean, well,
In the context that we're talking about, it always changes.
I don't know if the game changes.
The game does not.
I don't know.
I
don't know if the people changes. Money doesn't change you. It highlights who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So now that these tech people are getting all this money, are they changing, or are we seeing the highlighted version of what they really were to begin with? Now that's the question. Because if they're changing, then they have sold their soul to the devil. But if it's just highlighted, then we got them messed up.
I feel
we can
like
stop blaming Facebook for rigging elections.
I mean, it could be a mixture of both of those. Just because, I don't know. I definitely feel like it could be a mixture of both of those. Like when you start these companies, like you obviously want to make money, but then when you get to the level of those types of companies, where it just starts shooting way up.
But there's a difference between making money and then letting the money decide what you do. Right. So because music industry is the same thing. Mm-hmm. You have people who just want to write songs. Right. And then
there are people who make the I gotta get one.
Well, I mean, not even I gotta get one. It's, you start off making just organic music, and then the pressure comes and the money comes, and that record company gives you that big contract, and they expect you to produce, and now you have to conform to what the environment is. Mm-hmm. That's why you see a lot of people who don't sing. True. A lot of people who were really bar-heavy, lyrics-heavy people now are dumbing their work down. Unless you Lupe Fiasco. His stuff gets more complicated.
Yeah. And he equally got shunned because of it. At the
right. So, see, that's what I'm saying. So that is what's happening in the tech world as well. Like, you see a lot of people who start off wanting to do something great.
Right.
Just, Google just wanted to organize the world's data. Well, what does that ad have to do with organizing my data? See, that's it. Do they really want to organize data, or do they want to line their pockets while they attempt to organize the data?
I mean, the data is organized, though.
I wouldn't say it's organized, but it's all in one place. I'll
right.
tell you that.
I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a mix between them.
I mean,
if I had to choose one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like it would have to I would have to go for, that they probably changed along the way. Like, just because, I mean, the lives that the folks who are usually at the helm of those companies, like, their lives change entirely once shit start getting real big. So, I mean, like, we could say that it highlights who they are already, but circumstances change wildly as well. And I feel like with those changed circumstances, you're going to be making a lot of different types of decisions. But when you have a lot more weighing on
what
those
circumstances change? I mean, Zuckerberg didn't have to sell people's data.
No, he did not have to sell people's data.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So when you decide that that's where your company is going strategically, is that you changing, circumstance changing, or is that highlighting, there's a lot more money in selling people's data than there is in just doing what I wanted to do?
I don't know. I feel like that would be him changing from, I want to make this company where we connect everyone, to now everyone's connected, and now let me get mine. So,
but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, if at the end, if now Zuckerberg is the I got to get mine stage, was that always there? Because that was always there.
That's something that we can't answer.
Because then we have to decide who we put blame on, because now the tech companies are the most powerful things here. Mm-hmm. Right? Amazon, same thing. They just want to deliver packages to people.
Very efficiently.
Right, very efficiently with no issues.
Right.
They accomplished that. But now, why Jeff Bezos got so much money now?
Right. True.
He ain't down there shipping the packages himself. Like, what is he doing? So, because then that decides who we assign somewhat blame to, right? So,
blame for what?
Why the tech companies have gotten so much power? Because now you got to think about their power. What did we open the show talking about? Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart. Like, from a communication standpoint, they run communication. Mm-hmm. Apple, Facebook,
Microsoft,
Twitter, all of them.
Oh, you're talking about tech companies in general.
Yeah, like
okay.
They are the most powerful. If they had the ability to rig an election, a presidential election,
Mm-hmm.
like that's power. So how did they come up that power? Either somebody gave it to them or they snatched it.
True.
Now if they snatched it, that's who they were. They were like, we gonna do this, but we trying to snatch power. If we gave it to them, then you can't be mad when
True.
they know exactly what you want.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so okay, that makes sense. So
Great
in terms of the rigged election, I guess it would be both Facebook and our faults.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. That's valid. That's valid.
Because we'll talk about rigged election. That seems like it's becoming more and more of a reality every single day. So
yeah.
Mueller report released memos
Mm.
on Friday, and Manafort lying, Cohen lying.
Uh-huh.
Basically, if Trump wasn't the acting president, he would be arrested.
He would be arrested on treason and obstruction of justice. I mean,
so yeah,
racketeering.
they figured out Manafort was lying.
Was full of shit.
He had entered a plea agreement, and then he was breaking the plea agreement by still talking to the Trump lawyers.
Mm-hmm. And now there are talks about Trump possibly pardoning Manafort.
Yeah, and that's not a good look.
That would just go. Woo, that would be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you also got Michael Cohen, his former lawyer. And they figured out that he was lying about paying hush money to porn stars.
And apparently he got a nice, I think $60,000 bonus, quote unquote, after that.
No,
after
they already
that
got him for that.
Have been reported.
Yeah, I think they already got him for all the campaign violations, the campaign finance stuff. And then obviously they said that the Trump Tower Moscow meeting stopped in January when it actually stopped in June. Michael Flynn has been cooperating, and he might avoid jail time.
Right. I think Trump, what was that over the weekend? They said someone, I think, it was suggested that Michael Cohen serve a significant amount of time in imprisonment or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
it was I can't remember. It was on CNN, and I got it on like Friday or Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's that's also hilarious. So essentially, everything is starting to crumble. Like they got that nigga.
Well, but see now
we got to figure out.
But now you saying that, but now it's up to the Democrats to capitalize,
right?
Because according to Mueller, according to what we know publicly now,
mm-hmm.
they had the smoking gun. It is not about what you know.
Right.
It's about what you can prove. So, does your confidence in the Democrats to get Trump out of here, has it increased with these findings?
No.
Not a chance?
Because Democrats are too fucking stupid to actually come down with a solid plan to actually make this shit happen. They're too busy bickering among themselves trying to figure out who's going to be the front runner. No, this is great shit.
Now,
the focus should not be that. I mean, we still got 2 years for that. It's time for that. Even though, I don't understand political timelines or whatever. There's time for that. Right now, the focus should be getting this man the fuck out of here if we already have the smoking gun. All of the effort should be pointed towards that. But I feel like everyone's going to just go for what's going to make them look the best in all of this whole thing. And they're going to fuck around and Trump going to get off. Because everybody's too busy trying to angle themselves properly instead of just getting the job done. So, yeah.
Well, let's make let's make this clear.
Mm-hmm.
Trump can't be indicted because he's a sitting president.
Right.
Can't indict a sitting president.
He can't be impeached, though.
But I don't think that the Democrats have that much of a timeline to do it. I think they have to have impeachment stuff already in progress before it becomes time to campaign for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Trump can spin right out of the impeachment tackle if he's on the campaign trail.
Right.
Especially, it depends on who they get to run against him. So, if you thinking you finna have this up, like I told you, you can't. I don't think anti-Trump politics wins in 2020.
Nope.
I think you have to actually line up for 60 minutes and beat Trump policy for policy. So
Yeah,
I think
that sounds about right to me.
they need to get moving now.
Because you're not going to win the emotional war with Trump. Unfortunately, he's really good at that. So,
And it really bummed out though. It really bummed out a week that was pretty good for Trump. Got a China trade truce. Whatever that means. I mean that means for the next 90 days.
I mean, but that also
90 days.
depends on that. What was that? That arrest from what company was it?
I mean, hey, you moving, ain't you? You ain't even got done with the trade truce, and you trying to get to the next topic.
I'm just saying, like,
You just go segue it like that.
well,
You
because
spent all the 5 seconds on the trade truce.
okay. So for the people that don't know, China and the U.S. agreed to a 90-day standstill on trade negotiations. I think they said China's going to buy a significant.
Well, what happened was,
Okay.
I mean, you tried to segue on mine. I got to get mine back.
Right. Okay.
So what happened is the trade tariffs are still intact.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to raise. Trump was going to raise the tariffs from 10% to 25% January 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody was scared.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to happen January 1. So it's giving them time to negotiate a new trade deal.
Mm-hmm.
So the trade tariffs are still there. China wasn't going to raise their tariffs either. But now, as you say, this, what's her name from Highway?
Yeah. I can't. I don't,
Mang. I'm about to
Wanzhou?
southern this name
I think
up
it's
right here.
Wanzhou.
Mang Wanzhou.
Yeah. May Wanzhou was arrested in Canada.
Yes. For allegedly violating the Iran sanctions.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, I think they said some of her decisions.
She had a shell company that was
yeah.
doing business with Iran.
Yeah.
Everybody said we're not doing business with Iran.
So now, I mean,
And China's mad.
yeah, I feel like that's gonna
China's real
certainly
mad.
put a damper on the trade truce, because they're just like, give us our folks. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? You think this is a power play by a Trump?
Well, according to Trump, he didn't know that she was going to get arrested.
Okay, so do you think this is a power play by Trump?
I mean, if he didn't know it was going to happen, then no.
Officially, he did know.
I mean, I don't think he ever knew.
Go on.
I mean, Trump. I mean, let's just say Trump got a little caught up
Okay.
in the last couple weeks.
Okay.
He was trying to save his own behind. He ain't worried about. He trying to keep himself out of jail. He ain't worried about putting other people in jail.
Right.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna try to use this to leverage more in the trade truce, in the trade negotiations.
No, because China could just walk away and say, "You raise them if you want to."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Raise what you want to. See that we won't fight back.
Right. I mean, it's the two biggest economies in the world going head to head.
Right.
See who's the funniest. Wilding out, but yeah. So very interesting times for Trump. I mean, Trump's he's taking one step forward to take 5 steps back, man. I mean, the trade truce was a good thing. It was a good thing. At least got us time for Trump to do what he says he's the best in the world at doing, making deals.
Mm.
Right.
Well,
He ended up having to make another deal.
no. Now we got him. Now we got to see if Paul and Michael and them.
Yeah.
See what's gonna happen with them niggas.
Nah.
Democrats, y'all need to be paying attention, please. Please pay attention.
I mean, just capitalize. Execute. We're gonna quickly shout out to 41 right quick. R.I.P. George H.W. Bush.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fanfare for a one-term president. Hopefully they do all this when Jimmy Carter dies. They not.
We're not.
I thought it was weird they had Reba singing hymns at the funeral.
Really? I haven't watched the funeral.
I did. I just caught the second of it at work, and I was just like, "Yo, is that like Reba?"
Reba?
I was like, "Wow." But yeah, I mean, they had like 4 funerals for George H.W. Bush. I never understood that. Like one funeral, one viewing. I mean, they had a funeral at the Capitol. Then his body got transferred to Texas. They had another funeral. Then he got transferred to Texas A&M, where finally his resting place. Had another funeral. It's like, dog. He was like 94, man. He fought a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I just think it's weird that he takes Trump. I mean, like, we'd be pretty good with George H.W. Bush right now. Like, as much as like black folks don't like Bush, we'd much rather have George H.W. Bush at this present.
We'd much rather have George W. Bush.
Nah, you keep W. Nah, you keep W. I'm good with W. Oh,
it was very telling about. I did catch a little bit of it while at work. I caught right before the ceremony with, I guess all of the former presidents were there. It was Bill and Hillary. It was Barack and Michelle. It was Jimmy and his wife. I don't know the name of his wife.
I didn't know Jimmy Carter was married, to be honest with you.
Then W and his wife. And everybody was in there and everything was good. They were in there having a great time. And then Trump and Melania walked in. And like the whole mood of that whole row. Like everybody just, nah. Like everybody's in there having a great time, having a great conversation. It looked like. And then Trump walked in and it just was not that at all.
Yeah, because Trump had threw some jabs at all Bushes.
Yeah. And Billy, I think Melania tried to go and shake hands with everybody. Hillary didn't even get up. She just looked over and nodded her head and leaned back in her chair.
But Hillary's a sore loser, bro. Let's just be honest, bro. Hillary is a sore loser. She's still talking about 2016.
That shit was crazy, dog.
No, Hillary, give it up.
And Obama still cool as all can be. Nigga was just up there just looking like he's smooth. Like,
sometimes I be slip mad at Obama. But
why?
Because and going back to like the Silicon Valley thing, I think that the Obamas are trying to get theirs now.
I can understand that.
Because you see apparently Michelle Obama's book is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Obama coming out with it, like Barack coming out with a book.
Mm-hmm.
And then they probably going to do some, they have a Netflix deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like they trying to get theirs.
They're trying to get their bag now.
Nah. I don't know if I like that though.
I mean, hey, they're getting in their bag now.
I would much rather than be grooming the next Barack and Michelle though, than to be trying to get theirs.
True.
Like if you like, I don't know, man. Maybe I just have a different understanding of power.
True. All right, what's next up on the docket?
Yeah.
Where we headed?
Let's talk about GM. This was, you put that on there, so go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna put that on there just to do a quick shout out. GM making some historic cuts.
Historic.
On their side. I don't know the exact metrics, but I'm just wondering
They're cutting. They're closing down at least a couple of plants, maybe all 5. That are maybe all 5 that are here. I mean, there's got to be more than 5 that are here, but 5 major plants here.
Here in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're stopping things like the Chevy Cruze, stopping production on that, and a lot of people are upset at Trump because I think Trump promised that GM wouldn't do that. and they're mad at GM, and they're trying to. What y'all mad at GM for? Right? The people in the stock market say, "Yeah, good job. Get out."
Yeah, because your cars are terrible.
Well, no, not even that. It's like they're.
No, I still said what I said.
No, I mean, Dodge ain't GM, is it? No.
I don't think so.
No, I ain't driving no GM car. I don't care nothing about GM.
Right.
I'm just saying that. No, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, they're gonna save about $6 billion in the next year or so.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great business move. They're gonna get into more self-driving autonomous cars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's what you do. Like if you a car company, and you see people not driving cars, what we still employing people that make cars that people drive? These people over here got cars that drive themselves. We need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't no GM car parallel park by itself.
Facts.
Which is scary to me. I can't parallel park me. I wouldn't trust no machine to do that anyway.
Hey, they make. So what do you think this says about automobile manufacturing here in the United States of America?
I mean, it's probably gonna be. I don't know if it's just this is a one-off, and that it's just GM, because GM has been a little behind the eight ball,
Mm-hmm.
not behind the eight ball, but behind the curve in
Mm-hmm.
terms of car technology.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know what you Midwesterners, Rust Belt people thought that y'all was still gonna be working the assembly lines forever. That ain't how that's gonna work. Like, we move it forward. You either move forward or you get left behind.
Staying the course.
Right? Wish they had Bush now, right? No child left behind. About to start leaving grown men behind.
Mm-hmm.
What they get, man.
Terrible.
I mean,
That was really my only. That's the only reason why I put it on
the
there.
future.
So,
There's nothing terrible about what they did. GM made the right decision for them as a company.
who do you think will be the next company to make some cuts if they do?
I mean, it depends on how the economy goes. I mean, it depends on which sector, decides to drop off. I mean,
I'm talking about for automobile.
oh, I don't know that much about the automotive industry
Mm-hmm.
to tell you, but I mean, you got to get with the times. Sometimes, I mean, I'm all for standards and having principles, but you can't be dumb when you have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, GM was being dumb for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But they had all that. They need to save that money.
Hopefully
They need to
Chrysler and
lean
them
up.
don't- hopefully Dodge Chrysler and them don't what was it, Dodge Fiat Chrysler? Or I forget the specific name.
Well, they just better not stop making the Charger. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
All right, so let's go ahead and.
that would be some shit if they stop making the Charger.
That's what I'm saying. What are the drug dealers gonna drive?
Where our military folk go drive. They only drive Chargers and Camaros.
That's what I'm saying. The whole
Stangs.
police force has
Right.
Chargers and Camaros.
And an occasional Challenger.
Yeah.
So,
Occasional SRT.
you're right.
Let's stick with them for a second. So let's talk about EJ Bradford. All right, so you put that on there because I mean, obviously, because you're the woke one of the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
So EJ Bradford was at a Birmingham
shopping mall.
shopping mall. Somebody started shooting.
Mm-hmm. He's a military man.
Military
Army, I believe.
man.
Yeah.
Police roll up to the scene. They shoot EJ Bradford 3 times in the back. Claimed he was the gunman, when it turned out he wasn't the gunman. And everybody's in an uproar. Now I only have one question because I can't find this anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I know that EJ Bradford was licensed to carry a gun, but did he have a gun on him that day?
Yes.
Okay.
The story was he was actually, when the shooting started happening, he was helping to usher people to safety.
With his, I'm saying, like, but he had a gun.
He had a gun
Like,
with him.
out.
Yes. Well, I don't know. If
That's
it was
what I
like,
don't know.
Like waving that shit or whatever, but he was definitely in there, like, attempting to get people to safety because he recognized the situation.
Okay.
And apparently, he had his gun out maybe to protect himself or whoever else he was trying to usher to safety.
Mm-hmm.
Police got there. I would understand if they thought he was the gunman, but they shot him in the back. Like, how did that happen?
They shot him in the back, in the head, and the neck. But I mean,
All
all
from
in the
behind.
posterior.
All from behind. How the hell does that happen? And we need the footage for that. I don't know if footage has already been released.
It hasn't.
I don't know if they will.
Probably not.
But we need to see that footage.
Right.
We need to see it's a mall. There are cameras everywhere. And we know y'all got that footage.
They not finna do the footage for that.
Because they know that it looked fucking awful.
Well, it doesn't really matter how it looks. Because you said he was the gunman and then he wasn't the gunman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not. But
that's not, like, that ain't it, dog.
But I have a question that nobody has asked.
Mm-hmm.
And without the answer to this question, I don't really know why we're talking about this.
Okay.
I don't like police.
You personally?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never liked the police.
Mm-hmm.
I probably never will like the police.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't rehearse things like this before the show, but I'm not, like, I'm unorthodox and weird, but I'm not dumb. So I know what this is going to sound like when I say it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want our policemen to be?
Okay.
That's a serious question that I need an answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as whether it be black people or just civilians, what do we want our policemen to be?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want them to be woke? Do we want them to be ethical, moral, whatever you put behind that? Culturally sensitive? Or do we want them to protect and serve?
Okay.
You don't have an answer for me?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Straight up.
Because you are the voice of the people right now.
Oh, okay. We would want I believe that we would want our officers to protect and serve judiciously.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that everyone feels safe.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily just specific people, specific groups of people, and all this other stuff. Like making sure that everyone across whatever precincts that you operate over,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that everyone there feels safe.
Okay.
So
Now, I asked that because I don't know how I want to put this. I don't know what you guys expect a policeman to do. Like, it's almost like you guys expect policemen to not be human when they're serving.
mm-hmm.
And it puts a policeman in a very difficult conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I kind of lump in all first responders as one group.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't know, you've been by my house, but you've never been on the other side of my house.
Mm-hmm.
I live very close to a fire station.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of my former neighbors, they've now moved out, were firemen.
Mm-hmm.
And, we went outside back in the day.
Right.
We went outside.
So we would see them leaving and getting back.
Well, no, you would see them and you would speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you would just, the thing about first responders that I don't think a lot of people understand is that they're very direct, very binary people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They don't say a whole lot of words. But if they say something and it means this, it only means that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they operate. That's how they have to operate.
True.
You know, like you a group of firefighters, y'all go into a burning building, and 5 of y'all go in there and 4 of y'all come out. We got to figure out what the other person is.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no time for going off script. There's a protocol. When we say 5 and they do this, the hand signals, and that means you go there, you do this specific thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come out.
Mm-hmm.
Lives are at stake.
Right.
Right? I don't know 100%, but I'm just going to assume, because I loop all the first responders in one group,
Mm-hmm.
that policemen are sort of the same way.
Okay.
That they have a protocol that they have to abide by.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get in a situation, you don't really got time to think. Right?
Okay.
Now, this situation here, you know, I mean, also, and another thing is, we act like they aren't human either. With this point of view, when somebody starts shooting people,
Mm-hmm.
right, and everybody start running away, there's some people that go right in the middle of that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we expect our policemen to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't speak for all gunmen,
Okay.
but I could speak that if I was a gunman
Okay.
and I wanted to just shoot people,
Right.
and I'm gonna start shooting, you know, just to let everybody know that I'm here.
Right.
You know, I'm present and I have yoppers.
Okay.
If I see somebody coming towards me, you just became my target. Right?
You as the gunman.
Right. Like,
Okay.
like if you're coming towards me and you also have a gun and I have a gun,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, now the situation just went 0 to 100
Okay.
real quick.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And I remember a Steve Harvey bit, you know, and he was talking about when, this is back when we were still like really, really in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they're talking about raising the draft age.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you have him on the plane on Tuesday, have him back by Friday. Because he's shooting everybody that don't have an American uniform on.
Right.
Kids, women, he don't care. He's shooting everybody.
Right.
And having family that is going to in the military, that's like, it's funny, but like it's kind of the truth. Where it's like, do what you got to do to get back home. Right? When that policeman leaves to go serve, and that person has a wife and kids, I think part of a policeman's mindset is, I'm going to do what I have to do to get back home tonight.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying that this happened, but I'm saying in a situation where I pull up to an event and it's chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and I see somebody with a gun,
Okay.
you affected my ability to get back home.
Okay.
So he's got to be on edge.
Okay.
Now, is that not what we want? Do we want something different?
Well, here's the thing. He wasn't looking right at you, pointing the
But,
gun at you, ready
like
to
I
shoot.
said, I'm not saying that this happened. I'm just saying, what do we want from a policeman? That was the question.
Okay.
A policeman. What do you want the policeman to do in that situation? When he pulls up to an event and it's total chaos,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want him to do?
I mean, be ready. Go figure out why the
Right,
hell
so-
all this chaos is going
Right,
on.
so,
Go from
but
there.
be ready to eliminate anything that, what? Because in his mind, or in her mind,
Mm-hmm.
there's two thought processes being had there. It's, I got to eliminate whatever's affecting this chaos, and I got to get back home at the end of my shift.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see somebody with a gun, the tension is already thicker than German guard dogs.
Okay.
Shot loaded up.
Okay.
So if the tension is already there, like I'm not saying I want my police officers to be reckless with their weaponry, but I definitely want them to be prepared at a moment. I don't want my policemen to be hesitant either.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking, what do y'all want? Because if I want my policemen to be on edge and ready to fire at a moment's notice,
I do not want them to be on edge. I don't want them to be on edge because that's where all of the shit that we end up talking about, that's where it comes from. For being on edge and just ready to shoot when you get out. When you get out the car, just ready to just shoot regardless of whatever the fuck is going on. You just pull up and you blasting. Ain't no questions, ain't no let's try to de-escalate this. Like, no, it's just we get out and we blast it.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, you want to get back home to your family and whatnot.
Yeah.
What about this person?
But
So now when you get there, now I get to be judge, jury, and executioner as the police officer. And at the end of the day, I get to go back home. But what about this person right here?
who is this person right here? That you're looking
Whatever the case, like, I'm not going to necessarily say the gunman, but situations in which the police pull up.
Okay.
And shots are fired.
Yes.
What about that person's ability to get home? Even if they weren't, even if they, okay, I'm not gonna even say if they were in the wrong. In situations where that could have been avoided by de-escalation.
Right, but how do you de-escalate a problem when you pull up to a problem, a situation? That's what I want to say. And there's already chaos. You pull up and there's people running in every which way. And there's already shots being fired. There's already people wounded and injured. Where do you start the de-escalation process?
I'm not talking specifically about that situation.
Right, but that's what but let's say that's the situation that happened here. Where do you start the de-escalation process? If I pull up and people already been shot, I need to be already locked and loaded, ready to go.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I'm asking, right?
Yeah.
So
if shit is already going way left, yeah.
Right. So if stuff is already going way left, why do I not need to be on edge? Like you said, I don't need to be if I'm the policeman.
Because if you're on edge, then you end up shooting an innocent person. Right. And then still going in and having to say, oh, this person caused all of this. And they have to come back days later. Oh, this person didn't cause all of this. And we actually did arrest the person who we think caused all of this earlier this week. Or later that week. Yeah. Or whatever the case may be. That's why I don't want my police officers to be on edge, to just be ready to like just pull up and just start shooting. I understand, yeah, in chaos that may be what we want. But a lot of the times in these situations, based off of what we're reading about them, it's not always chaos as soon as you pull up.
Okay. And I agree with that it's not always chaos.
So for this specific situation, I can definitely understand if you're a police officer, you get to the mall, everybody's running crazy, and you know that shots have been fired, you're going to be looking for someone who has the weapons. I understand that wholeheartedly.
Okay. So
I understand that you would be on edge for anyone that has a weapon if you know that weapons have been used. Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Because what I don't want to happen, and I'm glad that you didn't bring it up, even though you kind of did, is that race wasn't brought up in this.
Race was brought up in this, for sure.
No, like I'm talking about in this, what we just, our back and forth that just happened. Race wasn't brought up.
No, it wasn't. But that's what I did when I said it is serve and protect judiciously and make sure that everyone is safe.
But you didn't explicitly bring it up.
Yeah.
And
because I don't want white people to feel unsafe. I want everybody to feel safe.
Well, I mean,
So yeah, like
Well, I know you're gonna take the woke black guy answer.
no, I'm like
But
that's just the truth. Like
I
it's
hear
not
you.
just protection for me. I know that it's not just protection for me and my folks. Like everybody needs to feel safe. So police
hear
officers
you.
need to make sure that everyone feels safe.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, the fact that race wasn't brought up in the
Between
dialogue,
what you and I just had. Yes. Okay.
because I don't think it needs to be brought up at all. Because you're never going to get to where you want to go if you keep bringing up race.
Okay.
That's what people don't understand. If you bring up race, it's a deterrent to that entire thought process that I just said
Mhm.
earlier when describing a potential situation.
Mhm.
None of that thought process was racially motivated. But if you say that this is racially motivated, then we get stuck on who's a racist and who's not a racist.
But we also don't know that for sure. Just for the record, we don't know that for sure. Like,
No, but I mean, it
Right.
goes back to what we said a couple weeks ago about the censorship question.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to answer that. Nobody at that police station is going to be like, yeah, I mean, I shot him because he was black, duh.
Right.
Like, nobody's going to say that. So you're going to accuse these people of racism. And then they're going to say, we're not racist. And then that's going to be the sticking point instead of what's actually the sticking point is how are they getting trained?
Right. But
What
at the end
constitutes
Uh-huh.
a threat in the minds of policemen? Because whatever it is, they get trained on it to where it becomes muscle memory because they don't have time to think.
Right. But also, I mean, because on that same point, like, for me, it's crazy how all these gunmen who are rarely minorities, somehow either they end up killing themselves or end up getting taken in safely. But then you still got situations like this where minorities may be caught up in a situation and they have a weapon and then next thing you know they dead.
But you don't get to the issue of fixing that because you get stuck on race.
Mm-hmm.
Take race
I know.
out of it.
I'm just saying that's always interesting to see.
Right, but that's where you get stuck. That you're interested in that, and you dig deeper on that because
Mm-hmm.
you are the voice of the people right now.
Okay.
Okay, you're a Ti.
Don't do this. Okay.
People get stuck on that because, Jesse Jackson obviously gave a eulogy at the funeral of a guy he never met,
Mm-hmm.
which I always find fascinating.
It was a bit weird.
Here comes Jesse Jackson to save the day. Can't even walk straight, but he can get to that eulogy. But I wish we could get past all of the racial stuff and get to the bottom line of, can anybody tell me what the actual protocol is in the situation? How is this situation being simulated when you're getting trained?
Mm-hmm.
What's the hiring process? Do you just hire dumb people who like to shoot things? Or do you hire people who actually want to protect and serve?
Right.
Who want to put their lives on the line? Like,
And who actually can make good judgment calls.
right, so
And
how
not
do
just
we
go
how do
shooting
we-
everything.
How do we get there? How do we get to where we're asking those questions? And because now the police have to answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to answer whether or not they're racist or not. They don't have to answer why they keep shooting unarmed or innocent black people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to answer that. They never will. They're never going to answer that question. But they can answer the question that we just asked.
Right.
How do you go about hiring? How do you go about discerning who can make good judgment calls in situations like this? Well, see, now you have to go through the process. You have to tell me how you train them.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, instead of us marching in the streets and going and burning down places where other black people live, right? Or
Just
going
go
in,
up to the police station.
or going and standing, standing on the highway
Mm-hmm.
and making my commute from 1 hour to 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just go to the police station and just say, hey, can we watch how you guys train? We won't even say nothing. We just watch. We just watch. Because we want to know how you get trained. We want to know what you think is a threat. Not even on no angry mob stuff. Just hey, can I go watch? We could divide us up into groups of 5 so we seem less threatening. And we just go 5 at a time.
Right.
Hey, can we watch? That's how you solve this problem.
And hopefully the police don't fight against that.
I mean, but you can't. See, then you would have to... That's how you hold the police people accountable.
Right.
Oh, you won't even let us watch?
Why?
What are you hiding? See? Now it's
Right.
not, oh, you're racist, you pigs, you shooting unarmed black people, man, forget 12, all of that stuff. Now it's just, we just want to watch. How peaceful is that?
Right.
It doesn't get any more peaceful.
I'm not gonna even say nothing.
Right.
Just gonna watch and take notes.
We're just gonna watch. I don't know. I just wish.
Tough discussion there, man.
That was a great discussion.
It was.
That was great.
Great one.
I love that.
And I think we gotta wrap this up.
Oh, no, we don't. We got 3 more topics.
No, we gotta
Let's
wrap
talk
this up
about
pretty
Kareem Hunt and Reuben Foster. Football. Domestic violence, baby.
Stop
Let's go.
touching these women, bruh. Stop
violence.
touching these
All right.
women.
All right, here's
I'm
the-
not going to say it. I'm not going to say anything else this whole segment. Stop touching these women.
I hear you, but we owe it to the people that listen to be a little bit more thorough than that. So,
Stop touching
all
them.
right, so Kareem Hunt
Hi, Kareem. Stop touching women.
was caught on camera shoving and kicking a 19-year-old
Bro, he sent her across the room.
I haven't seen the video.
That shit was scary as fuck.
He was cut by the Chiefs and
Taken out of Madden, and he probably
they took him out of Madden.
I think they took him out of Madden.
I had the Chiefs in my franchise.
So yeah.
And he's, on the commissioner's list, whatever that means. But let's not act like this is Kareem Hunt's gonna play again in the next couple years. Kareem Hunt's too good. This is not Ray Rice. Ray Rice is past his prime. Kareem Hunt not past his prime. He'll get on the team.
Okay. In a few years. How many years?
2.
I'd say the same.
Reuben Foster, same thing, arrested on domestic violence charges. Cut by the 49ers, picked up, claimed by the Redskins. Because they have a ton of Alabama people on there. Now, I always think it's interesting because
Stop touching these women.
charges, the lady did not charge, there were never charges pressed in both of these situations. So the woman who was kicked by Kareem Hunt did not file charges with the police. I mean, is this an NFL problem? Is it just a bad look? Like, I don't know how is the NFL supposed to react to this?
If you're an NFL owner, do you want a player on your team with videos circulating of them kicking and pushing women?
I mean, or do you want me to be politically correct? Or do you want me to be honest?
Be honest.
I mean, if you could help my team win a Super Bowl, I mean, I'd take a fly. I mean, I'd get him for an interview. I wouldn't just sign him on the dotted line. But I'd talk to him. I'd see, is this a trend? So hopefully not. I mean,
it's so terrible. Okay.
But I mean, if I'm trying to be real. Like, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I mean, if I win a Super Bowl, a lot of things that happen suddenly disappear.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like, there is there a video how bad like Joe.
You
Mixon.
haven't seen the video.
I mean, like,
that's pretty bad.
I mean, but like Joe Mixon, right? Joe Mixon, video of him assaulting a woman. Right? You get suspended by Oklahoma for a year. Joe Mixon ball. I don't know. You probably don't watch football like I watch football. Joe Mixon was that dude. Them dudes, he's
Mm-hmm.
one of them.
Okay.
Cincinnati said, yeah. Second round? Oh, yeah. We'll take that. No problem at all.
Okay.
Been a good pick for him. I'll tell you that. Solid running back. So, I mean, how does it look? Maybe not great, but I don't see people bringing up Joe Mixon hitting women when he registered for 152 touchdowns. Now, you registered for 35 and a fumble lost, and you hit women?
I think you mean 152 yards.
No, 150 and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I thought you said 152 touchdowns.
No,
Like,
150
what?
touchdowns. Yeah.
Okay.
In one game? No, so, both of these guys, Reuben Foster, especially Reuben Foster, because Reuben Foster went through this and got off.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, basically the girl lied. Broke over and said, you hit me. Then he got arrested again. He was like, gotta cut you.
Yikes.
Right.
Again?
Right. Gotta
Come
cut
on,
you.
dog. We told you. We told you in the initial interview.
Exactly. So, I mean, if we're being real, I mean, I don't really think football fans care a lot about this. I think this is more of a media thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, I mean, right? I mean, you don't want Josh Gordon on your team either, right? I mean, Josh Gordon just keeps doing drugs.
He just
Like-
can't stay off of the weed.
I mean, literally, he keeps doing drugs. But, I mean, if I only gotta give up a 5th round pick for him, New England, oh yeah, I get him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it depends on the team, depends on the culture. But, I mean, I think this problem, it's not overblown because it's not an issue,
Mm-hmm.
but it's overblown because you put all of your media attention into it and then you leave it alone.
True.
Because that's what the media does. It's the mob mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're all here, and then we all go over there, and this is still a problem.
Still here.
Right.
He still
Still just
shoved and kicked the shit out of that woman. Stop touching these women,
I mean,
niggas.
Not,
Please
not-
stop
not
touching
to be
these
that
women.
guy, but like, because I haven't seen the video, is this like a Ray Rice situation where like
Yes.
the woman was being a little aggressive and then he decided to shut all that down, or was it just like you just see him just going to town on this woman?
It is like the Ray Rice situation. Where it's just like, yeah, I mean, she wasn't like slapping the nigga or no shit, but I mean, she was right there in the face. They was arguing. But here's the thing. Don't touch these don't touch them. Like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on. You get your big ass the
Damn.
fuck out of there. And you call the cops. Have this woman removed from the premises.
Look,
You can straight up call the cops. Look here, dog. I need y'all to come get her. Because if y'all don't, I will. I don't want to do that. So please come get this bitch.
look.
Like,
This is
straight up.
This is
Straight
what I'm
up,
saying.
dog. Straight up.
look. All that stuff sounds great.
It
That
not
sounds-
only does
that
it sound
sounds
great,
better.
it is.
That sounds better than a hit record.
Yes.
But what you underestimate is the power of what a woman can say to a man.
I don't, because
That-
I've been in this situation
That
before.
will provoke you
Yes.
beyond measure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
But
don't
you are not
understand
aggressive like a
100.
football player, though.
Okay.
Football players are trained to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I mean, no, I'm saying football players lack the self-control.
Okay.
They shouldn't be putting themselves in situations in the beginning.
Okay.
That's why they should roll with entourages that just you don't let nobody within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Get the fuck out. Just stop touching them. Get the fuck. You gotta get yourself and get the fuck out of the situation. Go take a drive. Go take a walk.
That's
do
easier
whatever
said
the
than done.
fuck. Huh?
That's easier said than done.
I've
When
literally
people are
done
football
it.
players.
I've
But
literally
you
done
are not an
it.
NFL player, dog. Like,
Okay.
you look like an NFL player. You have the physique of an NFL player,
Oh well. Okay.
but you are not them.
Okay, and
So
I
I'm just
understand
saying
that,
that
but no excuses. That
I'm just
I
saying that
can't.
You are a better man than they are. So
Okay.
how do you dumb it down for people who aren't of your character stature?
Which is what I said.
Who don't have your character attributes. They don't have the discipline to just get out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
What is
Get
the plan
the fuck
B to that?
out. You have
What's the plan B to that?
You have entirely too much to lose by putting your hand on this woman.
Look, you're right.
I know.
You're right. But what I'm saying is, give me a plan B.
There is no plan B.
There has to be one.
There is none. Hit this bitch and get cut, or don't get cut. It's literally that simple.
But it's not that simple. Because the NFL will bring you back. We've seen it.
Yeah, but
so it's not just it's not
so
that
hit her and sit out
for
so hit her and sit out for a year or two or whatever they get the amount of time, or get the fuck out and don't even have to worry.
Now you remember Ray Rice got 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
For doing what you say is similar to what Kareem Hunt did.
Mm-hmm.
2 games. So domestic violence is 6 games. So you may not even get cut. If there's no video, we don't know if he gets cut. Mm-hmm. Let's just be honest, because that's what the NFL is. Okay. The NFL is a profit-driven league.
Okay.
The Chiefs, NFL, profitable. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not wholeheartedly sure that he gets cut if there's no video, which is appalling to say the least. From the NFL standard.
What? Oh,
that if there's no video, I'm not 100% sure that Kareem Hunt gets cut.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because they also have Tyreek Hill on the team.
Okay.
Nobody remembers Tyreek Hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill to a woman as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill running 4-2. Like
that nigga fast.
I mean, like that's how they thinking.
Right.
Right? So it's kind of like the Chiefs is kind of like okay, so you cut him, but yet Homeboy did the same thing. Homeboy got a little more yardage, a little more touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Your quarterback favorite target, so I keep him.
I feel you. And I'm not talking to the teams.
No,
I'm talking to the players.
No, but what I'm saying, that affects the player, right?
Yeah.
Because Tyreek Hill did it and he wasn't suspended. So you keep saying, you said the ultimatum is hit this girl, get cut. Don't hit this girl, don't get cut. It's not that cut and dry. That's why I'm asking for a plan B. It's not that cut and dry.
Okay, but the plan B is don't hit the bitch and don't deal with any of the consequences of that. Any of them at all. Whatever consequences may come, you don't have to deal with it because you didn't hit her. Period. Like,
I just think y'all should travel with an entourage. That's why I'm always a fan of the small group party.
I mean, if you don't
control who comes,
right? If you are an NFL player and you don't have the self control to do not hit the girl with the left jab and the right hook when she makes you mad, then yes, you should probably roll with the entourage so that they can just grab her and get her the fuck away from you. That way you don't have to hit her with the left hook and the right jab. But me, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You know you shouldn't be fucking hitting women.
Not you, man. Everybody's not as great as you. You're great.
Okay, so
you're great.
So, but you
are great.
We all know
you are great.
Okay, so we all know. Can we make the assumption that a lot of these football players are like they're
you're a great man.
Family men.
No.
Like they don't care about their families. They don't hit, like they don't understand that they shouldn't be hitting women and things of that sort.
I'm not going to say that all of them know that, obviously. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, no. I mean, I'm serious.
So we're really going to sit here and say that we don't think that these football players know that they shouldn't be hitting women.
I'm not 100% sold on that. No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that Kareem Hunt thinks he did the right thing. No. But I'm saying that if you grow up in a family of abuse and that's what you see, it's wrong, but it's also the norm.
Okay. But if you know it's wrong, then don't do wrong.
Well, I mean,
I know that's easier said than done, but that's the facts. You can't hit her, or you deal with the consequences.
Right.
So don't hit her, so you don't have to deal with the consequences.
I hear you, and you're right.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, in this sport, the NFL, there's not always consequences for doing that. That's what I'm saying. The consequences that you're saying is there aren't always there.
Mm.
It depends on who you are and what you do.
Okay.
So roll with an entourage, man.
Just,
Go to the small party, no less than 15 people. You check everybody's ID
you
and
said
criminal
no more,
records
you
at the
said
door.
no less, no more,
No more than 15 people.
Yeah.
15 people limit.
We need background checks at the door.
At the door.
On site.
We want your social,
Mm-hmm.
your address,
Not-
all of it.
not
I'm being so real right now.
I don't need no minors coming in here talking about I was raped. I don't need nobody coming here trying to fight me so that I can hit them and they said I assaulted them.
Exactly.
I don't need none of
That's
that.
what I'm doing what Floyd Mayweather does, even though Floyd Mayweather got charged too. But Floyd Mayweather rolled like 15 deep. You can't
That
touch.
nigga Floyd didn't even deny that shit. Anyways.
I mean, that's a whole nother level. See, and stuff like that. But anyway, no, we
Right.
can't go there. So, college football playoffs, stick to football. Did Georgia get snubbed?
No. But yes.
Okay.
Because
I'm intrigued.
because they lost the SEC championship
Okay.
to Alabama.
Mhm.
I mean, what's the top three? Is number 1 Alabama, number 2 Clemson, 3 Oklahoma.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's number 3,
4 Oklahoma.
4 Oklahoma.
Georgia.
I
5.
mean, are we going by the standard that the CFP has set, or by the standard that we've set? Because to me, Notre Dame shouldn't be in there because I feel like Notre Dame is going to go in there and get waxed by Clemson.
Okay.
Like, absolutely waxed. And I feel like they were up there because their name is Notre Dame and they're undefeated.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if we're also going to go by the undefeated, then UCF should have been in there.
No, they shouldn't have.
But they should have. We know that.
No, I don't care if they won every game they played 100-0. They weren't ever making the playoffs.
Right. So, I don't know, but at the end of the day, like, what was the final score of the SEC championship?
35-28.
And it's also hilarious how Georgia just keeps losing these games in spectacular fashion. But, I mean, they lost. They lost the SEC championship with that gave them, what, 3 losses on the season?
2 losses.
2 losses on the season. So, I mean, they're not obviously not better than Alabama. They're not better than Clemson. And Notre Dame, they're undefeated. And then Oklahoma, I mean, I don't think that they're better than Oklahoma.
So you don't. So then, where is the yes part of them getting snubbed? If you don't think that they're better than the 4 teams that got in.
I think that they're better than Notre Dame. But
Okay.
Notre Dame got in because they're Notre Dame and they're undefeated.
All right.
So it's the no in the sense that I understand why Notre Dame is in there, but it's a yes in the sense that Notre Dame shouldn't be in there. Because if we will remember, the last time we looked at it, Notre Dame being undefeated, they got waxed on national television in the championship.
Look,
it was
man,
bad.
Look, what happened was Manti Te'o was looking for his girlfriend.
At the game.
That didn't exist.
Uh-huh.
Or they ended up being a man.
Mm-hmm. Catfish.
That threw off the whole rhythm. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But honestly,
but yes,
I hear
that's
what you're saying.
That
like,
I understand the no and the yes in it.
you came to almost the right answer, but you got to it the wrong way, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We can't say for a fact that Georgia is better than Notre Dame.
True.
We can't, and this is why you can't say it.
I feel like I know exactly what you're finna say, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say I agree with you. So,
Well,
go ahead.
Because when we talk about college football playoff, I've always been a fan of we put the 4 best teams in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they're in the same division.
Right.
Right? I don't care if you put Alabama, LSU, Texas A&M, Auburn in the playoff. One of them got 4 losses. I don't care. Put them in there if you think they're the 4 best team. Right? I'm not into this conference championship garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But talent-wise, Georgia is a top 4 team.
Yeah.
I think talent-wise, you're right that they're better than Notre Dame.
Yep.
But where you're wrong in saying that they're better than Notre Dame is Georgia lost to the 2 best teams on their schedule.
True.
Like, not even just like, oh, not the Ohio State. Wow, you lost by 29 to Purdue for some reason.
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
It was the two biggest games on your schedule you lost, and one of them you lost handily. They're not in the college playoff because they lost to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in the college football playoff because they lost to LSU by 3 touchdowns early on in the season. They gave a 36 to LSU.
Oh, yeah, it was, 36-16?
Yeah. That's why they're not in the playoff. Everybody's looking at it and say,
Yeah,
oh, that looks like a
36-16.
top 4 team. Well, top 4 teams don't lose to the 2 best teams on their schedule.
True.
They could lose to one of them, but not both of them.
Right. Okay. But then when you look at Notre Dame, who are the best teams on their schedule?
Michigan and probably either Syracuse.
Or...
No, I think that was Syracuse.
Okay.
But Michigan beat everybody they played. Oklahoma beat everybody they played.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they lost to Texas, they beat Texas again. So, is Notre Dame's fault that Georgia's not in?
Mm-hmm.
It's Notre Dame's fault, but I can't say for certain that Georgia's a better team than Notre Dame. Because Notre Dame did beat Michigan.
Okay. I can, like I said, I agree with you.
But everybody's saying the politics and all of that. It was like, dog, no. There's no politics involved. The 2 best teams on their schedule, Georgia lost to. Right? We made Kentucky seem like they're going to be a really good team. They're not. Okay? They had 4 losses on the season. Florida, great team, right? No, they had 4 losses. Like, who did they beat then?
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech? We had 4 wins on the season, I think. So it's like, what are you talking about? Right? You saw a really talented team that isn't quite there. It's okay. Georgia's not going anywhere for at least the next year.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if we're looking at, who they win and lose to, like, Notre Dame beat Michigan. Michigan is not Alabama.
No, Michigan is not Alabama.
All
But
right.
Michigan's defense was number 1 in the nation for the entire season until they went up against Ohio State.
Okay.
Right? So, but this is what the committee said. I don't agree with this. This is what they said.
Right. Okay.
So they beat Pitt.
Who?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Beat Pitt.
Okay.
Now, wow, right? Except Pitt was in the ACC title game.
Okay.
Right. They beat Northwestern. No, wow. Right. But Notre Dame was in the Big Ten championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Northwestern?
kind of... Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of a game at halftime. Like,
Okay.
yeah, Syracuse, 9 wins. Like, that's... All
They're
right.
not LSU.
No, but Georgia lost to LSU.
That's
So
what
I'm talking about who they beat. See, who they beat? Florida. Florida, like...
Florida's better than Syracuse.
Maybe.
Like,
No, I'm serious.
like talent-wise.
Maybe.
Not
Right,
by
well,
not by the
talking,
ranking.
We're talking about talent, that's fine, but talent doesn't always win.
Right. So that's why I said it's yes or no. But I guess if I have to give a solid answer, I would say no.
There you go. They didn't have a chance of getting in. What I'm talking about. You know why they didn't have a chance of getting in?
Why?
Jalen Hurts. This is my show ender. I know we went a little long-winded today.
We did go loud.
But that's because the Grammy stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody missed the story. I think 98% of people missed the true story of Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
So
It's back, baby.
we recall, we go back a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts playing like hot doo-doo.
Absolute trash.
Hot doo-doo.
God damn.
Flaming hot dookie water.
It was terrible. Oh, man, it was terrible.
Couldn't throw the ball for nothing, right?
In comes
They
in
get to the national championship game, in comes Tua. Tua becomes a
Tua
star.
Toilola.
Not how you say that.
How do you say it?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa. There we go.
And he rips up Georgia. They win that championship game. A star is born.
Woo, child.
Everybody said, man,
That nigga's really good.
Jalen Hurts got to transfer. He's
Right.
not better than that right there.
Right.
We've never seen anything like that. And then the whole offseason, it was, well, who's going to be the quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts, Tua. Tua's better. But, I mean, Jalen did get him there.
Right. So then
Comes in, Tua's starter. Said, Jalen Hurts, where he's going to transfer to? He might go to Auburn. Oh, that'd be something.
Right.
And he,
He
plays
stays.
the 4 games, and then they're like, oh, wow. I don't know why he stayed. That was dumb. Like, he's not going to play.
Right.
Like, Tua's going to win the Heisman.
Right.
Which he didn't, but...
He did not. Shout out to Kyler. Greatest quarterback in Texas high school football history.
I mean, yeah, I try to tell people.
I mean, Kyler
That's why I was scared when he went to Texas A&M. As an Alabama fan, I said, oh, they don't start him. Kevin Sumlin should be fired.
Right.
And what happened? They didn't start him. And Kevin Sumlin was fired.
And he transferred.
And he fired.
And then he was fired.
Right. It was like, man, you blew that one.
Right.
And then they go back to the SEC championship game. Tua's playing like hot garbage. In comes Jalen Hurts. Saves the day.
Didn't Tua get injured?
Sprained his ankle.
Yep. Jalen Hurts comes in.
Saves the day.
Balls out.
Everybody said, man, what a redemption story.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's all about the comeback story. That wasn't what it was about. Everybody missed it.
This was the plan all along.
Because if you heard Jalen Hurts speak about what happened, because he said after the national title game, he was in his parents' hotel room crying. Looked at his dad and said, what am I going to do? Dad said, we going to fight. He said, we going to fight.
Mm-hmm. We go get better.
We going to fight. And that's what Jalen Hurts did. Like, that was the first football game that I was actually, like, emotional listening to that man talk. Because it was just like, if people understood that part of it, because it wasn't just that he came in and he saved the day for Alabama and saved their season. That was the best Jalen Hurts we've ever seen. He was making NFL throws. Right? Everything that we said, and me being the number one guy, I said he couldn't do it.
You said he was trash. You did. You said multiple times.
I said he couldn't do it. Everything that people like me said that he couldn't do, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looked at it, he said, okay, my back is against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have, though? I got all of these resources here. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got all of these. I got great coaches. I got great receivers. And I got a person here in Tua that's going to push me. And I'm just going to wake up every day and I'm going to prepare as if I'm still the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish people could take that right there, bottle that, and drink it. And use that in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, they've been down. I've been down. You probably ain't never been down because you're great.
Down.
You're great.
I've been down.
You're great.
Dog, you great too. Fuck.
I'm not great, man.
Like,
all right,
what?
you're great.
Come on, dog.
You've never been down.
We've all been
But
down.
I've been down.
I've been down.
And it's easy to say, it's easy to leave and quit and go do something else because it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts could have had all the excuses in the world and he would be right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault that Tua is better than him. It's not his fault. But what he can control is, I'm going to wake up every day and be the best quarterback I can. I'm going to improve.
I'm going to get better.
I'm going to use all of my resources around me, what I have,
to get better.
That's why I'm not leaving. Because I can't get better. There's not a better program in the nation for me to be at right now than Alabama. So as we go into the new year, we're in New Year's resolution mode for some people. Some people wait a little later.
Right.
Made most of my goals yesterday morning at 4 a.m. I just want people to take inventory. That's what this month should be about. The birth of Jesus and taking inventory of what you have. And what you got and where you trying to go. And just how do you get there, putting one foot in front of the other. Because now I bet you Alabama is confident now. They say, look, if Tua can't go, we can still win a national championship. Because for 12, that Jalen Hurts said that he visualized that moment against that team in that place for 12 months. Every day, that's what he worked towards. Where do y'all want to be in 12 months? Imagine it vividly. And then every day, keep that same imagination. Your potential is unlimited, man.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Unlimited.
This is beautiful. Hey, you need a hug?
No.
Hey, bro, that touched my heart.
You over here making jokes. I'm trying to be serious.
You know I can't help it.
I'm trying to be serious.
Nah,
for
that's
real,
some real
though.
shit, dog. That's some real shit, for real. That's
Because
don't
I
get no
care
realer than
about everybody out there. I want everybody out there to achieve their destiny. I believe everybody on the freaking planet has been made to create something that only they can create.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me mad when I see people not doing it.
They do say that the wealthiest place on earth is not any company or family or anything. It's the graveyard. Because there you will find untapped potential, all the ideas that were never brought forward, all the inventions never created, the songs never written,
Exactly.
the businesses never started.
Exactly.
All of it is in the graveyard.
And I got too many of those to send it to the graveyard.
Right.
I'll be the wealthiest person ever if I die right now. Let you know.
Well, in that case, we are
UPO,
the Unprofessional
man. Episode 9.
Opinion Podcast. Episode 9 coming to a close. I am AJ. This is my man JC, and we'll catch y'all on the block, dog, as he angrily throws down his headphones.